I'm Gabor. I will be your guide. Now we're going to discover 6 different scenes where I'm going to tell you where you can find the objects around you, what's in your environment. And if during the tour you're gonna have some feeling that you want to exit, you want to quit because you can't, or it's terrible or strange, you can tell me and I can return with you immediately in the light.
I met Gabor at the Invisible exhibition. He was my guide through the darkness.
Theresa?
Yes.
Are you waiting for something or what?
I'm walking.
Why not? You are walking.
Yeah.
There is a door in front of you.
Where is the door?
I did open it already.
You opened it?
Yeah, sure. This way.
Actually, it will be very interesting if we can see this with light. I mean, the same scenarios where we passed, but
Yeah, me too.
how actually looks like, I have no idea where it is.
There is the door at the entrance.
Okay.
In this scene, on your left and right side, you're gonna find different statues, sculptures.
Help. Applications. Help. Settings. Select. Settings wizard. Voice.
Absolutely no idea about any dimensions, areas, sizes, nothing. So, different world.
I think it was just generally for me the biggest kind of surprise was the lack of any kind of stimulus, kind of any sensory awareness. So I expected to be able to sense the presence of other people in pitch darkness, and it wasn't like that at all. Just occasionally you'd hear a voice, and it seemed to be disassociated with any physical presence. Like, that was very surprising. Yeah, it was more shocking or kind of more extreme than I expected.
Na, mi van? Mennyi nem?
In the exhibition, we were trying to experience life differently. We were trying to experience life the same way a blind do. Gabor was born blind. Actually, he can see 2%.
So the task is that you are in a toy shop, and the toys are sounding, and you have to pick up the toys. So, for example, if you can hear the sounds so that is deeper, you can't get the game. If you hear it so, you can. I got it. There is your name. You are now disconnected. Do you see it? Or not?
But it's not in English, she's speaking in Hungarian.
But what do you see on the screen?
The screen is black.
Ah, sorry. Okay. So, do you see now?
Yeah.
Okay, and I open the menu, and there is call, video call, send a message, enter, The rain has different and interesting sounds also on the asphalt, also on the flowers. My mother came, I think.
As I was experiencing his world, I was trying to make him experience things he never tried before, like using a camera.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Clary.
Teresa.
So she does these pictures.
His mother is a painter, but he was never interested in painting, because as he told me, he can never know what he drew.
Years ago, and she began to teach this thing for my mother.
We agreed on repeating the exhibition's experience in a different way, where he will discover a place for the first time and try to identify the objects around him. I was trying to discover how does he imagine life. I was thinking that everything around us is about shape, dimension, light and color. How it feels like when light and color disappears, when objects appear only and suddenly when you touch them. I also thought maybe drawing and using clay can show the image of life in his mind.
Játékok? Nem. Lámpa. Villanykör. Ez nem villanykörte, de ez villanykörte. This place is like the living room of my grandmother. But it's so good. It's so old, yeah. And also because because it's so big. It's not a chicken. It's a bird, but it's maybe. But who is it? It's maybe a dwarf or a man, I don't know. It's a boar here. Not? What is a boar? Boar is the pig, what lives in the forest. I think that is it, because it's also. Yeah, I think because he has so big nails also. How speaking, and for example, how is the smell? When we take the hand that high, I feel that the hand is so soft or something. And it's better. For me, the face is not important. Because every face has the same 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth, and 2 earrings, and the face, and that's all. But everyone has the same. Just somebody has blue eyes, somebody has brown, somebody has a small nose or a big nose. It's whatever for me. Because not the size of the nose gonna decide something, or the colors of the eyes. For you to touch the things, it's most interesting. For me, it's just a part of the life. The difference between that our experience that you can see and I can't, but for me and for you, I think that does mean the same thing, a car and also a house, because we live in the same world. I can understand, I can get the same forms like you, because if you create a house with the games when you are a child, you can touch it and you can imagine that, okay, it's the form of the house, and you can understand that same things like the people who can see. If I touch so, I know that, okay, it's in the high like a table, has here a corner like a table, so it's a table, and I know immediately, because I am used to touch these forms around me. If somebody didn't experience yet something you can't explain for him. The general phrase is that your life is so terrible because you are blind and you can't see anything and we have to cry therefore. And I say that no, you don't have to cry, because if I'm not sad, why do you have to be sad also in my place if I'm not sad or I'm not unhappy? With the white stick I can touch the things around me, I can ask from the people, and for me it's perfect, so I can do everything what I want.